And welcome back. Okay, so at some point last time I found a mythical Reaper of the Accursed, which is a pretty nice legendary offhand with pet bonuses. I will definitely be using this, and I also think it's better than this Fiend Gaze Tome as well as this Bloodstone Codex of Binding. So I will be stashing the Fiend Gaze Tome and selling the Codex and equipping this Reaper of the Accursed. So let's do that. Take this Seal of Might out of there,
Is my specialty.
because it's pretty valuable. Keep add-on. There we are. And apply it there. And let's also apply this Witch Powder. Okay.
Bring me back something interesting.
Now we sell this and stash that Fiend Gaze Tome, just in case. So it's pretty unlikely that I will ever be using it. Anyway, there it is. Now let's resummon the pets, which all got desummoned. And let's go do something. And by something I mean a challenge dungeon. Let's see. There's one east of Homestead, I think. So let's go there. I think this is my least favorite challenge or roguelike dungeon in the game. But let's do it. Also, now that I'm level 93, well, almost level 94, I guess, yeah, I have these 3 items here waiting. And I will be equipping them shortly, which means another trip to town for the components, etc. So, yeah, I should be able to get that level before heading into the actual skeleton key area. Yeah, there we go. Level 94. Okay, let's take 1 physique and let's take 1 point of primal spirit, which is actually 10 points because I have so many plus skills. Okay. And let's put that, well, I guess number 6. Well, let's put it on number 5. Move that Wendigo totem to number 6. Okay, and like I said, now it's time to once again equip some things. So yeah, this Fiend Master Raiment, it's not the best thing I could get for this character, but I think it's better than the Corruptor's Robe. So let's equip that. Let's also equip this mythical Mogdrogen Sigil. And also this Impervious Ascendant Cowl of the Untamed. There we are, and now let's remove these components.
Need something broken.
I could possibly get some more fitting components for this gear, but I can't be arsed to look at what's more fitting currently. Keep add-on. Maybe this anti-venom salve is pretty useless though. So maybe I won't apply that one. Probably won't. Okay, but let's use this ancient armor plate at least. So how are we doing with resistances? Yeah, we definitely don't need poison and acid resistance. Let's apply this Mankind's Vigil augmento. There and there. Cannot apply it on the medal. Okay, so this thing is, yeah, Aether Soul plus defensive ability, Aether resistance. Yeah, I guess I'll use that. Whatever, it's fine. But let's not use the anti-venom salve, since that is pretty pointless. The Overlord's Iron Grip at least also has one, but I think I'll leave it there for now, since it doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah, let's just go with this. So there are a couple of items where I don't have a component in. But that's fine. Also, yeah, the Fiend Master ability from the Fiend Master Raiment. Not sure exactly what that does here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Pressing Control reveals it. Plus 125% to all damage, pretty nice. As well as a bunch of resistances. Okay, I like it. I like it. And now I once again need to resummon. And let's head back to the action. Let's get to killing. So I should be quite a bit more powerful than I was. Or the minions, rather. Should be far more deadly and sturdy. Okay, Ethereal Rift. And here we are at the Port Valbury outskirts. This is a pretty extensive area. Before the skeleton key door. But yeah. Also, let's test out the Primal Spirit. It'll be difficult to see. Okay, there it is. So that has a cooldown. And it lasts for how long? Let's see. 20 seconds. There are items to reduce the cooldown, and I think, if I remember correctly, there are also items that will increase the duration. Skeletons died. Okay, this might be a dead end. It's not though. Okay, let's get that Primal Spirit back in there. Well, I might be, or the minions might be more powerful, but it still does take quite a bit of time to kill some of these enemies here. This place is pretty good if you want to get more Aether Shards. And they are needed for a lot of things. Maybe I should be specking out of the Wendigo Totem, since I never did put more points into it. I cannot get to the west, but I can go to the east. Well, while I do have the Wendigo Totem, I might as well use it. On occasion, at least. So, I suppose there will be lore notes here. Not sure if I'll be reading them. Maybe, but maybe not. Do need to be a bit careful when in an area like this, because the Aether resistance does not affect the damage you take from the ground aether at all, you will die.
That skill's not ready.
There are so many of these ethereal terraformers around. Obviously, I don't need to destroy them, but I suppose I will. Let's go through here, I guess. Port Valbury. Alright, let's take a look here. Yeah, there is a chest. Didn't remember that was there. It had a mythical ruined dagger of a drag inside. So a set item. Blueprint Seal of Annihilation. Also Blueprint Plague Guard Grips. Okay. Okie dokie. So there is hidden spoils there. Not really all that hidden, to be honest, but there they are. Let's scout most of this area. I know that or I think the entrance to the skeleton key dungeon is here, but yeah, let's go this way. They are doing some renovations somewhere in my building. Hopefully it's not audible. I don't think it is, but it might be. One thing I hate about living like this is renovations. Occasionally they last for a long time and I really hate the noise and the vibrations. Anyway, here's the Herald of the Stars, which we do need to kill to gain access. Okay, and second phase. Come on, come on. There we are. Okay, yeah, there is a lore note there. If it's a short one, I will read it, but if it's a longer one, I think I will skip. Also, yeah, let's take the hidden spoils. Okay, so the city is rotting. Well, it's a medium-sized one. I guess I will read it. Men here have mercy. How much more can go wrong in this rotting city? Well, this whole effing world of Grim Dawn has gone wrong, so don't feel too sad. When the dumping grounds in Old Town started overflowing with refuse, people started piling up their garbage in the streets. When that wasn't enough, the heavy rains flooded the dumps and caused the retaining walls to break, unleashing a deluge of filth and rot into the district. Those that haven't already left are getting sick. Soon there won't be anyone left in the oldest part of town. To make matters worse, the city guard has begun rounding up anybody that speaks up about the recent catastrophes. They search our carts and our homes without asking. Many blatantly steal and look us in the eye as they do it, as if daring us to lash out. If you resist, they arrest you. If they suspect you of plotting against the authorities, they arrest you. Is there no justice left in Valbury? I stopped by Owold and Helen's home the other day to find their door broken in and marked with a strange symbol. I'm told Helen was a suspected witch and Owold was taken in for questioning for harboring her all these years. I've never heard a more preposterous thing. I left quickly lest somebody accuse me too. This was my home, but now it feels like a dark, strange place. It no longer feels safe. Okay, so some backstory for Valbury. Let's head in. Come on, open sesame. There we go. Need to go in through the cellar. Grab that aether crystal there.
That skill's not ready.
Not a big fan of level design like this, like I've said in the Malmöth expansion for the city proper. This place is pretty similar. Kind of like a maze. Well, not yet, but it's going to get there. Okie dokie. Out of the cellar. And into Port Valbury itself. Old Town. Well, the good news is that there are a lot of these aether crystal formations around. But yeah, I really hate this kind of design. Like, I can't get through here somehow. Come on. I need to find like very specific entrances into buildings and go through them.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, here's a totem. Seems that they are making short work of the skellies. So I did find one of these trapped or trap sections of the map. Didn't mean to go in, but I did. This might be the last enemy here, maybe? Yeah, it was. Okay, now the way is open again. Well, let's go loot. Uroboruk's robes. Okay, sadly that is not a pet item. Also some blueprints. Okay. So let's see, where do I go from here? I guess in this direction. Okay, another lore note. Okay, this is a longer one. I don't really care all that much. Just speaking about the problems of the city. We get it. Everything's gone awry. That's the same old story. And here is Watcher Ordos, who, like other ethereals, wants to have his say before he dies. Yeah, whatever. Anywho, let's keep on moving.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, let's go this way. Another lore note. Yes, everything is just awful. Okay, yeah. This is what I mean when I say that I dislike this level design. I have to go through here to get to here. Why? Why on earth? Also, that's just an FU. Can't get through there. Oh well. I am being a bit of a negative Nancy, I suppose. Also, these things are very annoying. Another journal. Well, sure, let's pick it up. And also click on it. This one is shorter, but I think I've got the gist of what they're trying to say, so it's not necessary to read it.
Can't do that.
Okay, let's go do this. Flames of Valbury. This might take a while. Okay, more enemies are arriving.
Can't do that yet. That skill's not ready.
There we go. So where's the chest? Did I already open it? Or am I blind? There should be a chest. Oh, there it is. Okay. I am blind. Okay. Couple of legendary items, neither of which will be used. Let's see, did I want to go here instead? Yeah, let's go there first. Would have missed that scavenged plating there if I had not gone back, so it was definitely worth it. Also, is this a secret? Yes, it seems to be. Okay, sure. Not all that impactful, but sure. There just might be more there, but maybe not. And I don't think I care enough. Okay, more journal pages. All right. Lara Starfire. Had a blueprint. Oh, whoops. Even more blueprints. Okay, so that's the entrance to the next level, but let's see if there's anything around here. Before we go, well, that's another level up, level 95. 5 more levels to level 100. Okay, I'll just take more primal spirit, I guess. Well, definitely was worth coming here, since there was another journal page. What are the odds of your journal being neatly distributed around town like that? 1 page at a time?
That skill's not ready.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, there is nasty stuff on the ground here which you don't want to stand in. Apart from this, which is easy to spot, but this also I think is toxic. Let's go through here, I guess. Lots of things to kill. Okay, so there should be a boss around here, yes. Jaren the Plague Warped.
I can't do that yet.
Seems to be quite easy. Goodbye. Okay, yet another blueprint, yet another lore note as well. Okay, that's a long one. Yeah, this area is toxic. You need to be a bit careful running through there. It seems I've done 95% of the things here, so let's head to the second level, or the next area, I guess. Fourth entrance. Okay, come on. Click on it. Click on it. There we are. Okay, Port Valbury High Town. There are a lot of enemies that drop monster infrequents around here. Let's go east and south first, if I can. Apparently that's another one of those... Yeah, I can't get through them. Okay. So if I remember correctly, the end of the dungeon is to the north, but yeah, let's clear everything. Or most everything. Let's kill most of the things. No, you silly ethereals. Okay, yeah, there's the trader of this place. Let's see what you have. Relic conflagration, already have that. And some components. I guess I'll get the components.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Sometimes the physics do crack me up in this game. Okay, and here is Watcher Brandis. Like other ethereals, he is just full of shit. Yeah, whatever. Just die. That's like their go-to saying when they get defeated. Okay, notice of law, blah 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 blah. All citizens are to vacate the streets and public venues or something.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, let's go take a look. Is there anything around here? No, there is one aether crystal. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. There might be a secret there, but if there is, it's not going to matter. So now we head here, I guess. Oh, come on. If you just stepped out of the way, I would have let you live, but instead you wanted to die. Doesn't want to feel left out like all his comrades. Okay, so getting closer to the end. Still have a ways to go though. Mythical grip of Haggarad. Okay. It seems I missed something there, perhaps. Not sure I care. Might be that this route loops back there. Also, there is Watcher Ugrad. Can I actually get to him from here? Apparently not. How annoying. Yes, another pathetic human. This guy is the most talkative out of the bunch. Okay, just wait patiently. I will get to you. Just take a number. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, this is why I hate this architecture here. This is so ridiculous. And apparently he can attack us, but yeah, okay. Sure. Oh dear. Anyway, let's go take a look. Is there anything in this direction? So in order to kill that guy, I need to travel all the way back there. This might be his lucky day, because I might not feel like doing it. Okay, yeah, this is the end of the dungeon here. Another lore note. Change of plans, blah blah blah. Okay, this is actually some ethereal lore, it seems. I regret to report that our initial efforts in subduing the ruling vessel of Port Valbury have proven unsuccessful. Contrary to previous expectations, this mortal does not exhibit many of the usual vices and mental flaws that allow us to usurp the mind and assume control. I believed his light-hearted and jovial demeanor to mean he didn't care about the city and was only interested in the lavish parties and extravagant lifestyle. This would have been an excellent weakness to exploit, but his outward persona is a mask that masterfully concealed a very sharp mind. Evidently, this is a part of his political strategy and has led many an adversary to underestimate him. Although my efforts have proven Why would you write this down? Anyway, although my efforts have proven futile, they were not entirely without success, for I have found my way into the mind of the mayor's trusted advisor, who they call Van Aldrich. He is a petty and scheming man who already harbored desires for the wanted position we sought in Port Valbury. With a few suggestions, I had entered his mind. He belongs to us now. This vessel has many valuable connections within the city, which I had used to orchestrate assassination attempts upon the mayor. While those two proved unsuccessful, they have caused the mayor to become increasingly paranoid and fearful for his well-being. As a direct approach seems to be out of the question, I have begun stirring the locals in the interest of destabilizing the region. To facilitate matters, I've used my position to subtly push the mayor's decisions in the direction that suits us so that the growing dissent goes unnoticed until it is far too late. While this is contrary to our usual methods, I am confident that Port Valbury will be ready for the imminent glorious dawn, and no adjustments will be necessary to our established timeline. Van Aldrich, High Advisor of Port Valbury. Okay. Let's go see if this leads to where that Watcher was. Apparently not. Okay, you know what? It's your lucky day, Mr. Watcher. I will allow you to survive. Let's just go kill the actual end boss. Or end bosses, I don't remember. Okay, yes, there are multiple of them. Councilman Hallis, Councilman Earl, and Councilman Van Aldrich. Running circles around them. One down. And that was actually worthy of the achievement. Despite the other two still standing. Okay, there we go. There we are. Okay, now for the loot. Was it through here? Aldrich's private quarters, okay. So there is Catherine here. Who are you? Nobody but Aldrich comes down here anymore, unless... Van Aldrich lies dead. Are you alright? No, far from it. The horrors I've endured here at the mercy of Van Aldrich will haunt me to my dying days, but I must endure for my baby, Alice. Yes, he sent her away on the boats to Malmeth. I begged him to leave her with me. How could he just send her away like that? His own flesh and blood. I can't bear to think of my beautiful little girl out there all alone with those monsters. monsters. Come with me, I can lead you to safety. No, I can't. I just can't leave my precious Alice. I have to go find her. You won't make it out there alone. I've seen such horrors down here, locked up like an animal. Every night he came to me to play his little games. I can't leave Alice to such a fate, or worse. I have to find her. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. You rid me of that monster and I thank you, but I must go and find Alice. She's my baby. I'm all that she has. Okay, well, best of luck to you. So this wasn't where the loot was. Far more interested in the loot than her. So it's going to be up here then. Okay, another lure note as well. And the loot is... Where the hell is it? Where's the loot? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hidden. A consensus overruled. I must express my disappointment in the consensus to redirect the vessel Theodine Marcel to the strategically insignificant region of Homestead. While I realize that the unexpected and still unexplained sudden disappearance of Anasteria has left the region woefully unsupervised, I believe the attention of the Shaper of Flesh is better served in Malmeth, where his grand work can continue without interruption. I understand that splintering the Black Legion's attention between Fort Icon and the farmlands will be instrumental to their final destruction, but surely such an indelicate matter as the extermination of vermin can be taken upon by a vessel of lesser importance. I anticipate your reply in this matter in due haste, so that a new consensus can be achieved without delay and the Shaper of Flesh returned to Malmeth. Overlord Aldrich of Port Valbury. Okay, and one legendary item here. Void Soul Bulwark. That's a shield. Also a set item. So Chaos Vitality Damage oriented set, it seems. Okay, and also a blueprint. Alright, so that is Port Valbury done. Let's get out of here. Escape the city. Yeah, I'm totally escaping, not leaving, but escaping. Alrighty. So now what? Let's see. How about the messenger? I think that was Forgotten Gods content. Let's take a look at the quest log. The messenger. Yeah, Corban Bassin. Peered into the veil. Yeah, but where is it? Pit of Atonement. Ruins of Corban City. Northwest of the Infernal Wastes. Okay, well, let's go see if I can find that. Northwest of the Infernal Wastes. Here is the Corban City. I don't see... Oh, there it is. Infernal Wastes. Now let's head to the Corban City. Not sure how I've managed to miss that. Let's see. Let's see. How did I miss that? Maybe it's there? Maybe. I don't know. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. No, it is not there. Was it the Pit of Atonement? Well, there's something there. In any case, so I guess it's there. Let's kill these so-called champions. Oh, come on. Come on, minions, you can do it. I believe in you. Just do it. There is no try, just do. Okay, one down. Cargo's mallet, so that's another set item. Okay, one left. Oh yeah, these are associates. Okay. Associate of rigs. There we are. That explains why they were tougher than the usual rabble. Also, didn't I get a blueprint? And if I did, where did it go? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay. That's a bigger cluster of enemies. Let's kill them. Inventory is filling up. Master Harken of Death's Vigil is over there. I don't remember if I've spoken with him. But I will leave him be for now. I think this might be the right path. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okie dokie. Pit of Atonement. Magma barrier. Okay, and here is Okaloth the Messenger. Pretty sure there's a second phase to this. Yeah, hello there. Yeah. Okay, there we are. And the inventory is full. Let's see, is any of this worth picking up? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. Well, let's go report of success to the Vanguard of the Three. Yeah, Vanguard, not Conclave, so... Where was it? There. Okay, here we are. Where is... Yeah, there she is, Sirlon. Is it done? Have you slain the messenger? Yes, I have. One attribute point out of that. You've banished the messenger, then why do I still sense its presence? Why does its fury still cloud my visions? Perhaps it cannot truly be killed, at least not by any means known to us. I believe you, but there may be something we don't know about this being. I'm concerned that this is not the end to its malice. Well, I'm pretty sure it's dead. I trust you. You seem certain you killed it. But death may not be the end of this foul creation of Korvac. Perhaps it is connection to the forgotten god that allows it to endure. Or perhaps it is rage manifest, such purity of raw emotion that it wills itself to endure beyond mortal wounds. I must discuss this with the Elder Seers. Thank you again for assisting in this matter. For now at least we can consider it settled. Okay, well that's all I want to know. I could ask about the messenger, but let's not. Okay, so more physique. Alright, and that's enough for now. There's actually quite a few things I need to sort in the inventory. I will do that on my own time again. So yeah, thanks for watching and I shall see you next time.